Have you had anyone like say to you question you whether you're Muslim and I don't want to be treated from a Muslim? Have you had that experience? Because I know some doctors have had that experience. That's what I'm asking.
Me personally, no. But when I was in training in Louisiana, there was a sister that wore a hijab, and she went to treat the patient, and the patient said she doesn't want to be treated by a Muslim, and so she wasn't treated. We had to switch her a different provider. So yeah, it's something I've seen, but it's.
But I guarantee you that when you're in an emergency situation, you're at death's door. They're not making that screening. They're not asking that question, right? They're not being like, they're like, Allahu Akbar, come on, treat me, come on, give me some hydroxychloroquine, give me something, right? They're not going to be doing that, and you're there, you're not screening them. You're not saying, hey, what you're there, actually serving everyone, whether they're a hater or not. Even if you maybe saw that, person on TV hating, you would still treat them because why? Why would you still treat them?
These are people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Like, whether the way I feel like it, these are the people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you save one life, you save all humanity, right? So I would treat them because these are people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If they hate me, that's not. I mean, you can't. I'm not going to react to ignorance, and so. The funny part is the reason I was smiling earlier was incidentally that turns out that patient got assigned to me. That I told you about her sister. She got assigned to me in clinic. So she was my clinic patient for 2 years, and she loved me. And,
and she didn't know you were Muslim.
Oh, she knew. She asked me.
Oh, she asked.
So I said, I'm from Canada, and she's like, you talk differently. I'm like, well, my parents are from Pakistan, and just like a bit of a look on her face. But I treated her very well. I didn't treat her any nicer than any of my patients. I just treated her, made sure she got better, and she loved me. She never had an epiphany or anything where she was like, "Oh, I changed my mind." But my job was to provide her care, regardless of how she acted towards me. Whether she chooses to follow my directions or not is her choice. And so I was just going to provide her the same level of care, and we were fine.
Yeah. So, but she didn't request another transfer, right?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
I keep getting these Muslims, we just want to help you. We just want to make you better, so you can have a long life of hating us.
Right. Exactly.
Again, you know what? I bet you deep down inside, after being treated for 2 years by you, you develop an appreciation. I think a lot of the conceptions people have about Muslims is never based on direct contact with Muslims. Vast majority of times, although Muslims aren't perfect, so I'm sure Muslims make mistakes, and then people will be like, oh man, I can't believe I had this one Muslim guy who did this and this. So that probably does happen, but the vast majority of people who hate, they don't have direct communication. It's like I saw this on the media, I saw this on YouTube, or I saw this in the media, I saw this somewhere else, but you never had that direct contact. So when you have this direct contact, it makes such a big, I think, difference, such a huge impact in people's lives, especially in the profession that you're in, because you're in a profession that is vital for human function, for human care, and especially in this type of situation like you are in this pandemic.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.